Have you ever wondered how the United Kingdom, an influential power we know today, came into existence? Our tale begins in the distant past when the British Isles were home to a patchwork of Celtic tribes, each with its own distinctive culture and traditions. These ancient tribes lived in harmony with the land, their beliefs and practices deeply entwined with the natural world around them. Then in the 1st century AD, a new force arrived on these shores that would forever change the course of history: the Romans. Under the leadership of Emperor Claudius, the Romans initiated a conquest that would last for nearly 400 years. This mighty empire, with its sophisticated military and administrative systems, brought not only a new order but also a wealth of cultural and technological innovations. From the construction of roads and aqueducts to the introduction of Latin and the Roman legal system, the Romans left an indelible mark on the Celtic tribes and the land they called home. But it wasn't all one-sided. The Celts, with their fierce spirit and love for freedom, left their own imprint on the Romans. Their art, music and mythology seeped into Roman culture, creating a unique blend that resonates even today. As the centuries passed, tensions grew within the Roman Empire. Political instability, economic crises, and external threats led to its eventual collapse in the 5th century AD. The Romans withdrew from Britain, leaving behind a rich tapestry of cultural and historical influences. Yet, in the vacuum they left, the seeds of a new era were being sown. The departure of the Romans opened the door to a host of new influences from across the seas. From the Angles and Saxons to the Vikings and Normans, these new players would come to shape the land, its people, and its future. As the Roman Empire fell, the stage was set for new players to shape the future of this land. The story of the United Kingdom, as we know it today, was just beginning to unfold. But that's a tale for another time. For now, let's marvel at the mysterious origins of this fascinating nation. As the dust of the Roman Empire settled, new kingdoms began to rise. The land that would one day be known as the United Kingdom was then a patchwork of distinct realms, each with its own ruler and customs. Among these were the mighty kingdoms of Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria. Wessex, nestled in the southern and western parts of the island, was a realm of rolling hills and fertile plains. Its name, meaning West Saxons, is a testament to the people who carved out this kingdom from the wilderness. Its kings would one day play a pivotal role in the shaping of England. Further north, the kingdom of Mercia held sway. A power to be reckoned with, Mercia was the product of the union of several smaller tribes. Its strategic location in the heart of England made it a key player in the region's politics. And then there was Northumbria, stretching from the Humber to the Forth. A kingdom of fierce warriors and skilled artisans, Northumbria was a beacon of culture and learning during the early Middle Ages. But the dawn of these kingdoms was not a time of peace. The Viking invasions of the 8th and 9th centuries brought chaos and destruction. Yet they also sparked a process of transformation and consolidation. Among the figures who emerged from this tumultuous period, none shone brighter than Alfred the Great, King of Wessex. Alfred was a warrior, a scholar, and a statesman. His reign saw the beginning of the English literary tradition and the establishment of a network of fortified towns, the burhs, which would become the backbone of medieval England. But perhaps Alfred's greatest legacy was his dream of a united England, a dream that would, in time, set the stage for the birth of the United Kingdom. The land was divided, but a storm was brewing that would unite these warring kingdoms under one crown. The storm arrived in the form of William the Conqueror, a man who would change the course of history. From across the English Channel, this Duke of Normandy came with an iron will and a vast army. The year was 1066, a date forever seared into the annals of British history. This was the Norman Conquest, a turning point that marked the end of the old Anglo-Saxon rule and the beginning of a new era. William's reign introduced a centralized monarchy, a novel concept for a land that had long been a patchwork of disparate kingdoms. His rule brought about significant changes in governance, land ownership, and even language, with Norman French leaving an indelible mark on English as we know it today. As centuries rolled on, England's influence grew, its tendrils reaching out to encompass Wales and Ireland. Yet it was the union with Scotland that truly heralded the birth of the entity we now recognize as the United Kingdom. The 17th century was a time of turmoil and transformation. The crowns of England and Scotland had been united since the early 1600s under the rule of James I of England and the VI of Scotland, but the two nations remained independent entities. It took another century and a series of political maneuvers to bring about the Acts of Union in 1707. The Acts of Union dissolved the separate parliaments of England and Scotland, creating a single parliament of Great Britain. A shared flag, the Union Jack, was hoisted, symbolizing the unity of these nations under one crown, one parliament, and one law. This was not a merger without strife or dissent, and the echoes of these tensions can still be heard today. Yet this union set the stage for the United Kingdom to become a global power, its influence rippling out across the world. From the ashes of conquest and union, the United Kingdom was born, a nation shaped by the sword and the pen, its history a testament to the power of unity and the enduring spirit of its people. With unity came power, and with power, the United Kingdom reached out to the corners of the world. The Age of Discovery, a period spanning from the 15th to the 17th century, marked the beginning of this expansion. Adventurous explorers, driven by curiosity and the promise of riches, set sail from the British Isles, charting unknown territories and establishing the groundwork for what would become the largest empire in history. This was an era of uncharted seas, of new worlds, and of immense opportunity. As explorers struck land, they claimed these territories in the name of their sovereign. The establishment of colonies worldwide signaled a new epoch in British history. What began as small, isolated outposts in unfamiliar lands grew over time into bustling colonies, rich in resources and ripe with potential. From the lush plains of India to the vast wilderness of Canada, from the sandy shores of Australia to the snow-capped peaks of New Zealand, the British flag was raised high. These territories, scattered across different continents and time zones, led to the phrase, "the empire on which the sun never sets." For indeed, at any given moment somewhere in the world, the sun was shining on British soil. Yet the growth of the British Empire was not without its challenges and controversies. The acquisition of territories often came at the expense of the indigenous communities, leading to conflicts, exploitation, and cultural displacement. Nevertheless, the empire also brought about infrastructural development, trade expansion, and cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. The British Empire, at its zenith, was a global powerhouse, influencing politics, economics, and culture far beyond its borders. It was an empire that spanned the globe, touching every continent, every ocean. Yet, as history has shown us, empires rise and empires fall. The sun may have never set on the British Empire, but even the greatest of empires are not immune to the sands of time. At its peak, the sun never set on the British Empire, but empires are not meant to last forever. The British Empire was no exception. As we journey forward, we'll explore the events leading to its decline and the birth of the modern United Kingdom. The 20th century brought winds of change that reshaped the United Kingdom and the world. The onset of this era saw the United Kingdom embroiled in two world wars, events that tested the mettle of the nation and its people in unprecedented ways. The First World War, often referred to as the Great War, saw the mobilization of over 6 million men from the United Kingdom, marking a significant shift in the nation's history. Following, not too far behind, the Second World War once again saw the United Kingdom at the forefront of global conflict. This time, however, the war was not just fought on the battlefields, it also played out in homes, factories, and offices across the country, as everyone, regardless of age or gender, was called upon to contribute to the war effort. The post-war period brought another significant shift. The decolonization process, a complex and often turbulent period, saw the dismantling of the British Empire. Countries across Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean gained independence, forever altering the geopolitical landscape. Yet from the ashes of the empire, the Commonwealth was born, a family of nations linked by shared history, values, and goals. The latter part of the 20th century and the early years of the 21st have seen the United Kingdom grappling with contemporary issues. The Brexit vote, a decision that has sparked heated debate and deep divisions, is reshaping the United Kingdom's relationship with Europe and the rest of the world. The United Kingdom, a land shaped by time and turmoil, continues its journey through history. As we delve deeper into the 21st century, the nation stands at the crossroads, of its past and future, navigating the challenges and opportunities that come its way with the same resilience and spirit that have defined its history.